Hi, this will probably be a fairly short stream because it's Monday night here, which is a fairly structured night in our household. I need to feed the animals, both the two and the four-legged kind, and I have a bunch of chores to do. My goal for tonight is to have a little look around at some of the side quests we haven't finished yet and just explore around the zone a little. What should we do in his last moments, if not praising the light of our grand empire and the light of our emperor? Approaching my last breath, I, Elevan, a paladin and bringer of the light to the darkened sights, will write my own eulogy. I spread the light of Beladar through these light-forsaken creeks and chasms. I bring up the light to take a stand and banish the darkness. With my light, I about to complete this task, and it is with my death that I have expanded the Arathi's reach. We are seekers of the light. We are holders of the eternal brazier of our emperor. The lights guide us wherever we stride. We are the stars that guide through the never-ending night. My life for the empire, my life for the emperor. That sounds a bit depressing. Poor dude down there. Kind of dead. Some of this stuff may be linked to treasures in the future. What have we got? Machine speakers record. I think I'm moving back into the previous zone and it'll probably boot me if I go too far. But let's see what we find. Looking a bit ringing deeps-ish. Yep, that's the Hallowfall gate. So we'll turn around and go back because I don't really want to walk back. Have I gone far enough? No, not quickly enough. This is where being bound into a particular zone was very frustrating on the last week's areas because it kept sending me to areas that I wasn't allowed to be. And I had a whole bunch of unfinished quests. I have a viewer already. Cool. So we're just going to have a look around, see what we can find. I was just having a bit of an explore around on the map to see where I could get to. So Shadowmire, there were some quests here earlier. I'm pretty sure I killed Sloshmuck. Let's see what happens. Probably need to give myself some consumables because they will have all worn off. Did I keep any? No, I did not. They're all in the bank. Curses, curses. I'll have to get some later. I was doing alchemy last night. So I played around with professions yesterday before logging off, and then I did a bit more earlier today to see what I could see. And what I found was inscription is blocked. And I wrote up a post for the forums on a lot of things that were broken with alchemy at the higher levels and with inscription. So hopefully in the next build we'll see some progress on progressions. I will probably, if I get the chance, later in the week roll some alts so that I can explore some of the other professions, because I know we've had some questions about professions and how they will run. Oh, is that an upgrade? Yes, but no, for a class that is not mine. The itemization is making me cry. So let's go find a quest. Let's go for that one, because that one is a hand-in and will probably result in a branching. I have mail. So we have 3 delves on this map, which we did yesterday, and I've actually got a quest to go back and do a delve. Hello, Keith. So my husband streams puzzles, and he has mentioned to his followers that I'm doing this, so I have been blessed with a couple of them dropping in. Let's see if this one is any easier. Unlike my other half, I don't actually like being on camera. Persistent little spidery thing. So last session I changed a setting to show all spiders as crabs, and it seems to still be in effect. I'm actually going to turn that off so that we can see the creatures that they've designed for the new arachnophobia. So that we can see the models that they've created a bit more clearly. So this week we're in Hallowfall. Next week we should see the final zone, which is Azkahet. And I'm hoping that when we've done that, they'll give us access back to all the zones the week after. I don't know whether that'll be the start of beta formally. So with beta, they generally do a server wipe. So anything we've progressed up until that point will be erased. And a lot of the shortcuts that they give us access to during alpha for things like leveling of the professions or buying consumables become unavailable once we go into beta mode, and they try and see what it works like with a larger server population and with gatherers putting stuff up on the auction house and the like. That also is when they normally open up character transfers, so we can actually copy across our retail characters and have a look at how they would play, test out things like toys and pets and things that we've previously collected, whether they will function as expected in the new expansion, how our gearing works with us coming across from retail characters, whether we can level up effectively or not. So that'll be good when that happens. They also tend to open up add-ons once we get into beta. So I'm actually a community mod on a couple of different add-ons, so I'll be testing for them once we have access, so that we can make sure that the add-ons will be working for launch. I know that Adam and Crystal have been playing. I've seen a few things that they've posted, so DBM will be ready to go when we go live. And I've run into a couple of content creators that I recognise around and about during alpha so far. It always is a bit surreal having that going on in the background. These crabs are dropping trails of smoke on me. teleporting crab.
I don't have a target.
I'm not sure if teleporting crab corpses is intentional, so I will raise a bug ticket. This is what beta is all about. Raising bug tickets. The drop rate on these organs don't seem terribly good. I'm going to need a lot more crabs. If there's any in this cave. Ah, that's the cave where I did the delve, Nightfall Sanctum. Reef Walker doesn't have yellow feet, so I'm guessing it's not a quest mob. They seem to have... they're not marked as quest mobs. Strange Shawcraw. Okay, we need to kill strange ones in order to for them to be quest mobs. And it teleported away as it died. I want you to bite me, little crab. That's why I'm going to knock you away. But at least you had an organ. Drop rate's not great on these. Alright, let's look where we might find some other crabs. They're going to be down in the water. Are there any on the beach over here? I was talking to Bremster the other day and saying that Druid is probably the most OP class to be doing Alpha on, because you get stealth and you get light form and a whole bunch of other little cheats. If you do it as a Night Elf, you get the Night Elf ability to Shadow Meld, so you can break from combat if you need to. Which works sometimes. It's like that quote, works 60% of the time, it works all the time. Those of us who are raiders are well familiar with the idea that it sometimes doesn't work. That takes me out of the quest zone, sorta. There should be more beach over here, I think. Ah, the Eurovision 2024 guides are up. It'll be exciting for someone. So I've had a quiet couple of weeks at work. I'm a consultant for a living, and I've been waiting for a new contract to start, and it is due to start any day now. Just waiting for the purchase order to go through, and then I will probably have a lot less time for this sort of thing. So I'm trying to get as much testing in as I can while I still have the time. Are you going to give me any loot? One more to find. There's another strange crab. That is also really good as a druid, because cat form takes reduced fall damage. So other than the fact that it gives you a stealth mode for crawling around and exploring things, you can jump off stuff and take less damage. And it being short often lets you get into places that you can't get into otherwise. It has a smaller hitbox. Can't really talk about what the new contract is. It's one of the joys of doing many things on NDAs, but it'll be okay. I play games for the fun of it. I work for the cash. Go hand this in and see if we learn anything new from it. Ragefin Champion from memory was pretty brutal when I took him on yesterday. I do like the architecture they've created for the culture in this zone. So the Arathi are a offshoot of the humans in Eastern Kingdoms. If you're familiar with Warcraft lore at all, they've only come down here relatively recently. Their architecture has diverged a little bit from that of Arathi Highlands. A little bit less stone, a little bit more timber, but not enormously. And it gives you an idea of what Arathi Highlands could have been if they'd had the server architecture that they have now, back when they launched in 2004. Please connect the nodes. Okay, so is that one of the nodes? Ah, I've got to click on them. That wasn't immediately visible from the camera angle that I had. I'll have to include that as a note. Wonder if I have to connect the other two. Yes, by the look of it, I will. Through the table we go. Alright, through the portal we go, because that always works out so well. We never have issues jumping through random portals. But not a huge distance away. And by the look of it, I had to talk to him to get him through the portal. I don't know. If I was here as a skinner, I would be able to a sparkle there. Yes, there's monsters here. Anything more up here? Stuff to kill. Some bats. I do like that they've got a proper bat nose on them this time. Usually they don't. Usually they have more of a sort of hamster face. These actually have a bat nose. Yes, I do have a cough at the moment. I've been a bit congested the last few days. Ow. Ow, dead. So I was moaning yesterday that the item level that we've come into beta with is very low, and we're just not getting gear replacements that we should. So we're a bit more fragile than usual. And I get a bit cocky about pulling things I perhaps need to be a bit more circumspect about. Because I'm not as strong as I expect to be for my level. I need to remember to remove poison from myself, which is the other reason that it's really good doing questing on a druid, because we can remove poisons and curses, which you're far more likely to encounter out in the world generally than in instances these days. But you tend to get magic effects in instances, curses and poisons out in the world. Sometimes you get disease as well, which is, trying to remember, priest and paladin, I think, to remove. But you can't have everything. It's long been a design standard in Warcraft that only healers can remove magic effects, and generally questing as a healer is a pain in the butt, because they take too long to kill everything. Sign up ahead. I've been enjoying the little bits of world building from the signs I've been finding around the place. It's down below. Okay. Must be a cave or a ledge below us. We'll go down and have a look after we've killed all the things here. So even though character transfers aren't currently available, because they've reused a test server that they've used previously that already had my account details preloaded from a previous beta, probably from the last one, I do have access to a whole bunch of toys and things that I had on retail. So I'm going to quickly check my mail because it's been bugging me that I have stuff there. None of it useful. Alright, can I? No, I can't. Alright. I have a mailbox steadily filling up with items from the postmaster that I can't retrieve or delete. But at least that will stop it telling me I have unread mail. Caught my breath. So apparently there is a way later on to get access to the new Warband bank remotely, in much the same way that the old mobile banking for guild banks worked. So that you can every couple of hours or so access it out in the wild. I will have to go retrieve some consumables from the guild bank, from the Warband bank, because I don't really want to have all my good consumables in there. I need some in my pocket. Or just need to buy some more maybe. Because money is not real on this server. Myself some fairly basic healing potions in the interim. Better than nothing. And it'll be better food to eat. What do I still need to do? I need to collect some more ivy and I need to kill 2 more bats. My regular raiders would tell you that I am a strong believer in making use of macros to do all sorts of things. cover is an upgrade. I'll equip that.
All prices here are reasonable.
And then for some reason it gives me a million and one trinkets and rings and necks that I can't use. There. There'll be more moss as we head down the hill. More moss. It looks like a shark. Need to find 3 more bits of ivy. That should be the last bat I need to kill. I now know why the sacred flame brought us here. I now understand its divine path. This place, this hallowed ground that is tainted with darkness, it is up to us to chart this new land, to bring Beladar's light to all its corners and past the dark ocean. We've been doing the divine work and will continue to do so. The sacred flame is within me as I travel throughout this mired land. The sacred flame will cleanse these contaminated waters, its diseases purged. O sacred flame, give me your strength and might that I can finish this mission. Be my guide through the dark places and my beacon when the darkness approaches. Bring me back home safe and sound so I may share my findings. Well, that didn't work out terribly well for you, did it? Safe and sound was not something that happened for you. Need to find more moss. So I was talking yesterday about how we don't yet have the music and a lot of the sound design finished for these zones as yet. So we don't know what the sound for these zones will be. Is there more moss over here? Yes, there is. More rare at the end. We'll give it a try. I live in hope that I'm going to kill a rare at some point and it's actually going to drop something that I can use. That's an upgrade. I had a very frustrating experience yesterday in that I had a quest reward upgrade, which is usually great, except for the fact that it upgraded to a lower item level. Go away. That's what I mean by shadow meld. unicorn, sort of. Nope, it dropped nada. Alright, we have some hand-ins to do. So some are up there, some are in that direction, I think. So let's go hand that one in first. To a barrel. Right, mage. Oh, he got splat. I don't think it's because I took too long to come back, and lots of his house is on fire. What else do I have to examine? Research. Okay. A damaged wand. That never goes badly. Their phasing technology has improved immensely since the early days. A very convoluted path. I don't think whoever did it would have gone that way on purpose. Why are you fighting with your back to me? Seems like a silly thing to do. Yes, but I can't prove that he's the killer, and I can't take him to see justice. So that wasn't very productive. Alright, what do I have to do now? Go hand that in. Even though I know I travel at the same speed in flight form, it seems faster on a mount. And there's something quite absurd about a moonkin on a unicorn. I seem distinctly oversized for the size of the poor critter that's carrying me. I need to sort this hat out before we continue.
Francis, lucky do's and root. Beware of
It's
Yeti.
really important to quest while appropriately attired. Alright, that seems to be all the quests in that zone, so I need to do that. I need to do those. So let's go hand those in and see what that results in. Do a barrel roll on a pony. They kind of have a pretty run. So these mounts do actually, in the zone where we collected them, a number of them do in fact fly and run around in the air. Sundancer being the primary one that you have to collect by baiting it down from the sky. You were somewhere else a moment ago. Getting out our trade goods. It's good merchants. Why we couldn't do that in a single step, I don't know, but there you go. Now what? So we have to do convince Tiha to trade.
See my wares. Goodbye now.
Come see my wares. Bye for now.
I wonder if they're from the first zone, because these guys are from the second zone.
It's a fine day for trade. Now don't you be gone too long.
Oh, I'm running out of side quests. Looking, getting very close. So we might do a delve. And that might be all we can find. I might also need to do a flyover just to see if there are any quests I haven't detected yet, because a lot of the side quests often don't show up unless you are in range of them. So let's do a quick loop as we work our way around to doing the delve. And I may have to put back and restock before we do the delve, because I'm going to need the flasks and the potions to do so. Croquet. Twisted mycelium. Well, mycelium is an interesting model. So on retail, the pet this month was called Pokey. And Pokey looked like a very young version of one of those things. Let's take a screenshot of that because I want to have a closer look at that later on. Alright, so we have a Vile Root, who is an elite and will probably smash my face in, and More Blossom, who is an elite and will probably smash my face in. Because he has 4 times the health I have, and he has 4 times the health I have. And then we have the Radiant Twisted Mycelium, which should be a big mushroom. The gold dragon there that worries me, he also has 4 times the health I have. This feels a bit like an elite end character. Yeah, they're all level 80s. These are all much bigger than me. There's the mycelium thing. It has nearly 10 times the health I have. So yes, we're not going to attack that. But this is apparently a level 80 zone. There's a race. Just have a look around, see if there's any quests we didn't find. Faded Shore. The Bleak Sands. So I'm wondering, given we're in a massive cavern, can I go out to sea? The undersea. There is a fatigue zone. Wait, can I get across to those rocks over there, I wonder, without drowning? And if so, what will I find? Will I find anything out here? I'll find an invisible wall. It looks like there should be something there on the mini-map up above, and I don't know what it is. Oh, we've hit the wall. In that direction. What do we get if we go this way? We've hit the wall. Alright. I went up high so that I had a bit of height for gaining some speed to head back to shore. Out across the fatigue zone we go. Now that's a world boss that we can see ahead of us there. We're not quite ready to poke him yet. I killed the Perch Father yesterday. Another lighthouse. And we have a delve to go explore. I think this delve, when I did it yesterday, was level 4. And I really should have ported back first to restock, and then because it's gonna, when we port back in, we're gonna still have to fly to the delve, so we'll do that first. As I have not yet found a bank in this zone, I suspect they're all in the capital city, which is accessible from the first zone, not from this zone. So let's first of all put some junk away in the war bank.
Well met.
Some stuff I actually want to use. Let's reconnect, because it's just disconnected me. Beta is beaten. I can't find the flask that I want. I will buy one. Stack of them. It's rolling me back. At least part way. Alright. Let's not mess around trying to sort the bank. Let's just buy what we need.
Everything we need.
Some of those. And where'd it go?
This had better be good.
Can I please have some food from the bank, sir?
Go with honor, friend.
One of those. Let's just reload so that it saves that status. And we'll head back.
I've been expecting.
We'll do the delve. He's so silly. What's that? Oh, it's sending me to all 3 of the delves. Okay. That's a little curious. Alrighty. How do I get out of here? I can't remember. I've actually done all these delves already, so I have found them. I found both of the delves in the previous zone as well, but I could only enter one of them. This zone has 3 delves. And I've done all 3 of them now. The sinkhole was interesting in that I'll reload. It only wants me to find those 2, which is interesting, because those 2 were level 3 and level 4 respectively, but that one was a level 2. I think I'm done with all the quests in this area. I have a quest to do a dungeon. Let's see if I can get a quick queue for the dungeon. I haven't seen many people around, so there may not be one. Interesting. The eye is now attached to the it's now attached to micro menu. Let's pop that over there. It's less in the way there. Save. Quit. I don't usually use a stance bar on retail because I use macros for my stances, and I find that far more convenient. That may not get me what I want. We may have done all the quests in this zone. We have one quest left to do an instance. I'm not sure what story quests it will give us after that. It is a very pretty zone, I'll give it that. Though, I'm not sure how it'll feel when we're in here all the time. It's much less claustrophobic than the previous zone, which felt quite enclosed. That's the entrance down to the next zone, I believe, that we'll be doing next week. Large kit. On the previous zone, we had the entrance to Azkazet had lots of glowworms and was really pretty and felt really calming, whereas this one feels more overrun and like a battlefront. Normally at this point I would be doing a lot of exploring of secrets, but a lot of them don't seem to be implemented yet. I found quite a few in the last zone that I've taken notes about where I either couldn't open them yet because I couldn't find the key, or when I opened them there was nothing in the chests. It will be interesting to see what secrets are in this zone. I did find a few they were called rising something or other, and they needed a cord to open them. I haven't recorded their location because I don't have map coordinates yet. Let's do what mount it'll give me.
Waters flow once more.
That one. Okay. Spent the morning doing dragon riding races. Might as well do this. I'm not terribly good at these, to be honest. My dexterity and sense of balance isn't great for them. We might get a bronze for completion. We got a silver. Where are we at? We're about 3 seconds off. 4 seconds off a gold.
I never gave up hope.
Let's see how impossible the advanced course is. Normally if I can get a basic course on gold, I can finish the advanced. So generally the difference between basic and advanced, other than sometimes they have additional obstacles you have to get through, is you have to be far more strategic in your energy use to get through the course. That you don't generally get charges as quickly. It's not too bad, actually. Don't you have to do them much faster? I nearly got a silver. I was closer to the silver on that one than the gold on the previous one. Yeah. Oh, we've got another race course up here. Let's have a look at this one.
Welcome. It has been so long.
Rem used to laugh at me that anytime we had a racing game at home like Mario Kart or something, that hovercraft levels or flying levels were my kryptonite, and this is an entire game mode about three-dimensional racing. But I am not good in the y-axis. Oh, I've done worse.
The Isles.
Doing first time through the course is usually the hardest because you don't know what's coming up. So if I'd been clever, I'd have kept the barrel roll for going through there. And the barrel roll often gives you a smaller profile and you're less likely to clip the walls. Or through here. That's okay. I needed to knock 16 seconds off that to get silver. That's not happening. It's not. Pretty sure there was another race in this zone, but I'm not sure. But it's sometimes surprising how fast you can get during the races. Those boxes, I don't think are meant to be there. They're supposed to be like a cloud or a some bugs or something, and that as a placeholder graphic for some sort of particle effect that is not working properly. Sometimes they have little orbs that you have to fly through that collect stuff for you. I wonder what's up there. I wonder if I can get up there. Those chests aren't really lootable yet. Hit a wall! No! Just wanted to see what was on the ledge. Sometimes you get stuff for secrets tucked away in places like these. Oh, I can't land on it. Okay. Ooh. That's an elite. Got double my health. And that's the entrance to the previous zone. What platforms we can land on up here. Might have a secret or a chest up here at some point in the future. Out of way places. So I do actually hang out occasionally on the Secret Finders Discord, and we hunt down secret pets and mounts and things, and solve the secrets. Oop, there's another race. We'll do this one, and then we'll stop, I think.
What do you see?
So fishing hasn't been implemented yet, and neither has cooking, so I haven't been able to test those yet. Okay, that's going to be an interesting one in reverse. Stuffed that up. Didn't hit the button I meant to hit. I meant to hit the twirly button, not the go up button. While dynamic flight is faster than the traditional flight from Warcraft, it does require quite a bit more concentration than the previous noodling along that you could point in a direction and go AFK. This is no longer an option. No, Silver's okay, given I had to loop back there.
Shine down on you.
Looking something there. My dragon is too fat. Should have been doing this on a wind serpent. They're like a Chinese dragon and they're a bit snaky. They have a much narrower body profile. May not be an actual available mount for these though. Needed 12 seconds off that. That's not going to happen. Out of curiosity, if I'm riding a cloud serpent, let me dragon ride on a cloud serpent. No, it will not. Testing is about trying different things out and seeing how to break them. That was a comfortable gold. 4 seconds, 3 seconds off. Actually, let's go back to the cloud riding mount. There probably won't be a whole heap of these around because, as I said earlier, I still have mounts and pets loaded from a previous beta. Character transfers aren't currently available. I break stuff more effectively than a 4-year-old child. I think of things they wouldn't think to think of. I'm back in this level 80 zone. There's that soaring behemoth. Wouldn't surprise me if that dropped a mount. Lots of chests that, when you open them, have nothing in them. Oh, that one's a new one. Illuminated footlocker. Where is that one? Is there a cave here somewhere that I haven't found? That soaring behemoth seems to be inside the wall. Yeah, these two I have to catch, I wonder. Or no, I didn't get that one. I wonder if the timer starts again. Two. Have 3 stacks. 4 stacks. 5 stacks. And I get a footlocker. Get the Cave Spelunker's torch. Come on, we have adventures to go on. Okay, I found a torch. I should make a note of that. I didn't catch the name of the creature. Didn't consider it combat, so it didn't flag it. I will view the video later and get it. Right. We found that. It's very bright in here now. Glimmering illumination. I wonder if that is going to be used to find something later. Because that wouldn't surprise me. Sometimes things that you find in one location are used for toys that are for secrets elsewhere. I think I'm going to have to disappoint that other DPS. I'm going to have to wander off and do my chores. Monday night is a big chore night in this house. Well, it is a very pretty environment. Thank you, Keith, for your company as I've been playing around tonight. Tomorrow, if I get the time to play, because I am hopefully starting my new contract tomorrow or the night after, or the day after, I do have another character that I have got ready to go, who is a Skinner alchemist. Oh, pretty. And not a Skinner alchemist, Skinner herbalist, and we'll see how some of the quests play out. Doing them as an alt and whether it has any better luck with loot than this one had. I've finished at eye level 490, which means it's gone up about 5 eye levels since converting, so not a huge amount, but I'm killing stuff, so I suppose in that respect it's successful. And we'll see how it goes. If I get the chance to queue into a dungeon, I will, but I probably won't get the opportunity now because of the time differences with the US players. They will be playing while I am sleeping or working, and next weekend we won't have access to this zone, so we'll have different stuff. So thanks for watching and have a good evening.